Hello, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the first part of my travel journal vlogs, and this first part is documenting my trip to Chicago, and then the second part is going to be my trip to Orlando where I had the planner conference. I started my day off with some coffee, of course, did some journaling at the airport because I am chronically early and I ended up arriving 4 hours before my flight. My flight actually ended up getting delayed, so I landed in Chicago at around, I think, 10 p.m. when it was supposed to be around 8. Okay, I made it to my Airbnb. It is currently actually 9:36. My watch hasn't adjusted yet, but this is my Airbnb. Bathroom, there's me, and then we have a lovely desk space where I can do my planning, a lovely bed, and a kitchen with a coffee machine. Very, very nice. A lot of places weren't open that late at night, and I didn't want to venture out too far, so I just went to kind of like a pub nearby. The service was really good, and they had some really fun cat-themed decorations, which I looked around while waiting for my food to be ready. Okay, I got my food. I went to Kaiser Tiger. This looks so good. I got the beet salad. This is my first meal in Chicago. I can't really relax just yet because I checked earlier and I have like, what was it, like 55 notifications. It smells good. For the rest of the night, I basically just caught up on emails. I did want to tell a funny story. On the flight, I was actually kind of freaking out because I realized that I didn't bring like those needle things to change your SIM card. And I was like, oh no, I'm not going to have any data in the US. But then I remembered that last minute, I decided to pack a mechanical pencil. So as soon as I got my luggage, I opened it at the airport, got out my pencil case, and I used my mechanical pencil to poke out the SIM card slot, and it actually worked. So thank goodness for stationery. Alrighty, signing off for tonight. Good morning. It is currently 6:30. We have a very packed day ahead. I'm going to get ready and then we are going to get coffee. For my first coffee in Chicago, I decided to go to La Colombe. I have always wanted to try this place, and my grocery store does sell the canned versions of their coffee, but I never find that canned coffee is very good. So yeah, I can confirm this place is very good. The inside was super cozy, and I just got out my entire setup of my laptop and journal and pens, and I got started with journaling and responding to emails. I basically showed up as soon as they opened, so I was able to find a spot, but I think an hour later the store got really busy. I think because a lot of local people go to this place as their like go-to coffee before work. So yeah, it was fun seeing everyone going about their days. And then after a little work session, I walked over to Whole Foods. I wanted to pick up a few things to keep on hand while I'm here. Also some Go Macro bars, which are my favorite protein bars, but we have a very limited selection here in Canada. And also some new sardines that I've never tried, because if you know me, I love my tinned fish. American grocery stores have such a better selection than Canadian grocery stores, and I just couldn't help myself. This I'm gonna give to the people sitting at my sponsor table. It comes in a pack of 10, and there's going to be 10 seats, so that's perfect. A few of these I'm gonna give to my friend Lauren. sardines, that is for me. And then I just got some yogurt and eggs just to have on hand in case I don't know, need something. So I will be meeting up with some planner friends at 1. It'll take me about 30 minutes to walk there, but I'm gonna leave at 12. Anxious people problems. Always need to be early. And I plan on doing the washi tape sneak peeks today, so I will probably post that at around 11. So I have like an hour to respond to comments and all of that. I will be posting this in probably 30 minutes. Just gonna check everything over, but basically all of the information about the release, and then this is like the overview of the new release. All of these other items I haven't shown yet, but it is for November 10th. A little change of plan. I don't know what I was searching. It will not take me 30 minutes to walk to the meeting spot. It says it'll actually take about 50 minutes. All right, I am going to be posting my sneak peeks now because I have to leave a little earlier than what I expected. Okay, I have been responding to Facebook and Instagram comments for the past 40-ish minutes. And everyone is so excited for the washi tapes, which makes me so happy. It is time for me to freshen up a little bit, and I will be headed to the Revival food hall. So this is what I brought for my general meet and greets. This is the Internet Friends vinyl, and then this is the traveling emoji vinyl. Okay, I have everything ready and I'm off to meet some planner friends and I'm so excited. On my way to the Revival food hall, I stopped like 5 times to take photos because everything was so beautiful. I even thought the highways were magical. And then because I arrived as expected way too early, I decided to first go to Paper Source, which was nearby, and I just browsed around, not really expecting anything, but I ended up picking up something for my sponsor table because the theme matched perfectly. And then I first saw Amy from See Amy Draw, and then everyone else just trickled in.
Oh, so wow. That was with the 201 class. Like a little journalist session? I think so, yeah, no. Nice to meet you.
We took up 2 large tables and we were just, you know, gushing about pens and planners and stickers and all things stationery. I hadn't eaten at that point, so I decided to get a turkey sandwich from the Fat Shallot, and I thought this was a pretty good turkey sandwich. Everyone was just so nice, and this was actually my first impression of Chicago. I just felt like everyone in Chicago was so nice. Obviously, it's just a generalization, but I did not encounter a single like mean or rude person in Chicago. And then after a while, a few people had to go back to work, and a few of us decided to go to Atlas Stationers, which is a magical place of all things stationery and fountain pens. I am so excited. There you go. Oh my god, the big one. Hello. Yeah, so as you can see, I was very excited and I was looking through all of their swatch books and inks and pens and papers and all of the goodies. So from Atlas Stationers, I got their exclusive ink from Robert Oster. It is called Polar Vortex, and I don't have anything to swatch it with, so I want to see if I can just use my pinky. That actually was pretty good. That is so gorgeous. Totally up my alley. After getting my ink, I said goodbye to everyone because I wanted to go to the Starbucks Reserve. I have always wanted to visit one and I was so excited. This one had 3 floors, I believe, and they just had so many different food options and drink options. I was being a total tourist, just taking videos and photos of everything. For the drink, I decided to go with a classic iced Americano. It's usually my go-to. And then I decided to get a chocolate chip cookie, which is different from the ones that they sell in their chain stores. And then I also got a raisin and pistachio girella. I don't know if this is obvious, but I'm curious if anyone knows. I noticed that they were selling cornettas and girellas and stuff like that, which I believe are Italian names for these pastries. But I also know that there's like French names like croissants and pain au raisin. So I'm curious if anyone knows why these pastries are named using Italian names as opposed to French names, or if there's a difference. I also noticed that they had like olive oil cakes, which I think is more traditional to Italians and not so much French. I don't know if I'm talking complete gibberish, but it was just something that I noticed. Anyways, here I'm showing off all of the gifts that the people who I met with at the Revival Food Hall brought for me. I got some Trader Joe's goodies and also this Namachoco, which is a Japanese chocolate that is amazing. It's very, very hard to describe. You have to try it to understand just how delectable it is. I also got some Chicago Starbucks mugs, so thank you to everyone who brought me gifts. I'm so grateful. After that, I walked over to Trader Joe's to do some shopping myself, and then I also stopped by a handmade chocolate store to pick up some gifts. Never in my life have I been more excited to come back to a room. The walk from Trader Joe's back to this place was 55 minutes, and I'm not even kidding, like 5 minutes in, the handles broke in the middle of the street and I had to pick stuff up, and I don't know when this happened, but yeah, I basically carried it all the way home. On my way, I stopped by, what is this place called? Handmade chocolates. These are going to be for my lovely parents. I got some chili onion peanuts, also for my parents. Slightly coated dark chocolate almonds for my sister. I got a few of these Bear Bell bars, Trek mix for my sister. This was an impulse buy. Chili lime seasoning. And then I got some crispy, crunchy okra. This is going to be for my parents. I also stopped by Paper Source and I got these daisy napkins. And this is going to be for the table, my sponsor table at Orlando. I finished most of my water. I'm currently responding to all of the comments regarding the new washi tape sneak peeks, as well as some replies to my Instagram story where I have been sharing my travels, and overall I'm just so happy. I'm currently conversing with my mom, and yeah, we just last minute decided that we're not gonna do Small Business Saturday. So typically for Black Friday, I host a sale where it's like a bigger discount and we also do freebies. And then just because it's like a thing, there's Small Business Saturday where I also do a smaller sale with another small freebie. The issue with that is, well, okay, I already showed what my mom said, but basically, you know, I have customers who place an order on Saturday just to collect this freebie. And on one hand, it really means a lot to me that I have such dedicated customers who's willing to pay shipping just for getting this freebie. But on the other hand, like what my mom said, customers waste shipping money. So yeah, I think for this year, I'm gonna just skip Small Business Saturday and instead extend Black Friday through the weekend. So we'll see how that goes. You know what, let's do that. Okay, yeah, let's 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Sounds good. Okay, which if so, I will have to make a decision very quickly. Good morning. It is 7 a.m. I just woke up. Let's get ready for the day. For today's outfit, it is the same top as yesterday, but different pants. Today I will be going back to the same area, downtown Chicago. First, I'm going to go to, what is it called? Intelligent. It's a coffee spot that a local friend recommended. So I'm probably gonna get some work done there. And then in the afternoon, I will go to the Art Institute of Chicago, which was one of my bucket list items, and I'm very excited about that. And then for the rest of the day, I honestly don't have many plans. I didn't get too many clips on this day, but I first went to this cafe, which I will not try to pronounce again. That was so painful. The coffee was so good that I ended up getting 3 coffees from this place on that day. Yeah, I was a little bit too caffeinated. But anyways, I got some work done while waiting for my friend, just catching up on emails and stuff. And then we decided to go to Atlas Stationers again. I didn't buy anything this time, but they did. Afterwards, we went to Potbelly for sandwiches. This was a place that they recommended, and I had another turkey sandwich. So I ended up having 2 turkey sandwiches in Chicago. And then after that, we went to See the Bean, which I think was under construction, so we couldn't get too close. And then after that, we went to get gelato at this place called Amorino, and this gelato was so good. I think I got the hazelnut flavor. I also got a tea because I thought a 4th coffee was a bit of an overkill, even for myself. So yeah, we just enjoyed that. We chatted for a bit and then they had to leave, so I headed back as well, and I decided to go to Leven Bakery. I am not exaggerating when I say I have been wanting to try a Leven cookie for years. I always see their videos on social media and they just look absolutely divine. And I'm not even gonna lie, I may or may not have picked my Airbnb because it was within walking distance of Leven Bakery. So yeah, I went in, took some touristy photos. This is the chocolate coconut caramel, or chocolate caramel coconut, something like that. This was recommended to me by Chloe from yesterday, and we're gonna give it a shot. This is the most glorious cookie I have ever seen. Okay. I always see people on social media split this cookie in half. Wow. Okay. 100% worth it. So a little bit about today. I wanted to go to the Art Institute of Chicago, but unfortunately they apparently close on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, I can't go tomorrow, and then I leave Thursday morning. So I'm actually just a little bit upset that I am not able to tour the Art Institute of Chicago. I was able to go to Lakeshore. It was super cold. I won't be going to bed for a few more hours, but I kind of want to just stop recording and just like read my book. So I thought I would quickly show you guys the weekly spread that I have so far. As you can see, it is very minimal and simple just because I don't really want to stress myself out too much with like filling this out. I don't have anything in the evenings because I'm just chilling in my Airbnb, reading, doing emails and all of that. So I think I will put some deco at the bottom or something. And then currently what I'm doing is reading The Count of Monte Cristo, and in the meantime I'm doing a little bit of fun book journaling in my bullet journal. If you are familiar with my planner lineup, you would know that I have a separate book journal, but I didn't bring it because I feel like that would have been an overkill. So I'm just doing a little bit of journaling in here.
Field commander in history. I guess one would think, in terms of people.
Good morning. This is my last full day in Chicago. I leave tomorrow morning. I'm honestly struggling a little bit. I fell asleep at 2:30, and then this morning I woke up at like 5:15. I told myself with this vacation I just wanted to catch up on sleep and rest, but probably get some work done at a new cafe and actually go out for dinner today. I am very tired, so I'm gonna go to a cafe to get some coffee, and so my outfit today is very comfy. Another cafe that I wanted to check out was called Good Ambler. I saw this on Callie's Instagram stories and it just looked really cozy. I actually ended up arriving 15 minutes before they opened, so I had to walk around a little bit. I was actually very confused at first why they weren't letting me in. A little bit embarrassing. Anyways, the interior was so nice, such a cozy workspace. I could totally see myself just working here for hours. I got my usual Americano and also this insane looking butter croissant. I ended up taking the croissant back to my Airbnb to heat up later in the day, and it was just so buttery and crispy and everything that a croissant is meant to be. And again, I was just catching up on a bunch of work. I then moved my work back to the Airbnb. As you can see, I have work-life balance issues. I probably shouldn't have scheduled a new release during my vacation, but yeah, anyways, I was happy to do all of the sneak peeks and stuff. Okay, I posted the sneak peek in the Facebook group as well as on Instagram, and it is currently 11:30, so I will respond to comments for another like 20 minutes before I head to the Field Museum, which is an hour and 30 minutes to walk. And then I started my long journey to the Field Museum. Not complaining though, because Chicago is a beautiful and walkable city, and I took so many photos and videos along the way. I didn't include all of them because I feel like they are probably not very interesting to look at if you weren't there. But I also spotted a bunch of ducks outside the museum, which I don't know why they were there, but they looked funny and I love ducks. Anyways, I got my ticket, and you guys, I spent like 3 to 4 hours in here, and I could have spent triple the time. In the beginning, I was like reading every little plaque because everything was so interesting, but then I realized that if I wanted to see a good portion of the museum, I had to speed things up. But yeah, one day I would love to come back to this museum. I also browsed the gift shop and picked out a dino plushie for my nephew. This one was really soft. And then I walked to Paris Baguette, which is a bakery that I have always, again, wanted to visit. And they had so many options. I was faced with choice overload, so many things that I wanted to try. I decided to get this like chocolate chip bread, a raspberry tart, and I also got this like Mr. and Mrs. Bear cake for my parents, which I thought was really cute. And a little surprise, I decided to get an iced almond milk latte instead of my usual Americano. And then I just got some more work done, of course. Hello, I was rained on like 4 times today. I actually got home like 20 minutes ago, but then my mom called me and we had some things to discuss. So I'm going to do some emails and eat my dinner. I got a customized salad from Sweet Green. I know this is like not a classic Chicago food, but I have been eating so many pastries that I'm just craving vegetables. My mom was calling me because we were close to running out of some washi stickers that we probably need for Black Friday. So I am just quickly taking care of that and also responding to emails. Good evening. It is currently 8 p.m. I already had my dinner. I did a bunch of work. I actually went outside again. I wanted a glass Tupperware because I still had some leftover eggs and I just didn't want to throw it out. So yeah, but I am back now, and what I'm gonna do is fill out my spread for today. And then when I was at Whole Foods getting the container, I saw this face mask, which I think I will put on after I shower. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a lot of fun, but just like various things, for example, the fact that I'm super sleep deprived. I also have the new releases coming up and a list of other personal things that is making me a little bit down today and tired. So yeah, I am going to just finish planning. I'm going to shower, put on this lovely face mask. Gonna work some more, respond to emails, and then I'm going to continue reading The Count of Monte Cristo and also watch more videos about the Napoleon Wars. This is what it's looking like. Before I came here, I was actually a little bit concerned that I wouldn't have time to fill out my spreads, but honestly, I think I'm actually like running out of room, and I'm really liking how this is turning out. Okay, I have just finished packing and I cleaned around the Airbnb a little bit. This is a cute little dino that I got from my nephew. I plan to probably call an Uber at around 9, so I still have about 2 hours to kill, and I think I will grab my laptop and get some work done at a cafe. One more coffee outing in Chicago. I have officially stopped trying with my outfits and makeup and all of that. I did it for like 1.5 days. This is really the most I can manage now. And then because I am a sentimental person, I decided to go back to La Colombe, which was the first coffee shop I went to in Chicago for my last coffee stop in Chicago. And as you can probably guess, I just got a bunch of work done. Can't forget my eggs. After getting my eggs, it was time to head to the airport. Again, I arrived way too early, so I did some shopping. I got the Garrett's popcorn, just a little small tin of the Chicago mix for my sister, and I also browsed around the bookstore, which happened to have some Lamy fountain pens. And yeah, I will see you in my next video for my Orlando SGS Planner Conference trip. Bye!